bullfight pass, we are going to look at no-gi grips. So up until now, if I get cars back on the mat, we've been making these robust grips. And again, this is perfect when I cut the angle. I can pin his knee to the mat and then I can shelf it. Again, when I move in, cars going to be framing and stuff. But let's look at no-gi grips. Again, Danaher favors the mixed grips or the no-gi grips. So instead of me grabbing here, or maybe you're up against someone who's wearing an illegal gi and the bottoms are very, very tight and there's nothing to grab there, we can grab here. That's all we're doing. More than likely, I'm moving car in gi grips. So obviously there's pros and negatives. If I'm making my grips, it's more me moving car rather than me moving. So the drill we covered last time was the side step, back step, and then I shelved. The weakness obviously in gi grips is when I make grips, Carl can make sleeve grips, get inside control, and then he's got a connection, and I'm gonna have to break all those grips. So we don't have the same problems in no-gi. So really it's just about cutting an angle. So again, 1, we don't go past the toe line. 2, my hands just go on the lower shin, and immediately I'm cutting that angle. Okay, when we drill this, we want to be able to go to both sides. One of the positives of the bullfight pass is I can go to both sides. If you think about when I moved into like the single underhook pass, once I was into the pass, I was only moving to one side. The same with the over-under pass. When we got into this position and I started to initiate the attack or the pass, I was stuck to one side. With the bullfight pass, we're going to look at that in the next move, we have this ability to misdirect. If I want to pass the cars right, I can fake going left and then switch again. But let's just go back to our no-gi grips again. So, similar to what we did last time, don't go past the toe line, I don't enter here, hands come to here, and I just step out with my left leg and cut an angle to here. Now my hands will leave the shin, I'm pushing on one knee towards the hip line, my second hand's pushing on this knee towards the center line. So Carl's hip line, if you draw a line between his hips, 90 degrees this way, his knee, a center line through his spine, will be going this way. So, make my grips, cut the angle. Once I push and shove, if Carl does nothing, I'm just going to spike him with my shoulder, through the hips, and then start moving into the other side. Option 1. Option 2, he will frame. So, hands, don't go past the toe line, cut the angle, push, shelf, and he starts to frame on me. I make him carry my weight. The hand that was pushing towards the center line just goes to the mat. And now I just collapse that frame. We're into that 5th step of guard passing. This is controlling the hips. And again, this is how I can set up my whole offense, because as I'm facing this way, where the mighty cars are pushing on me, and then from here I can bring this arm across and start looking for submissions. So again, one more time on that. If he's in a seated position, we're going to level change. Get us back on the mat. I already have those grips. It's just that whole ability to be able to cut the angle. So once I cut that angle, my hands that were on the shins now finds that, pushing it to the hip line, shelving, car starts to frame. Notice the way I'm following him, my hand just finds that hip, and then I just collapse onto that frame. Getting that angle, and again from here, if I still feel him framing on me, I can lift my hips and move towards the space. So, let's drill that, guys.